We love you, Lord. We adore you, Lord. We lay our lives before you. None besides you, Lord. No other gods but you. We lay our lives before you. We love you, we adore you, Lord. We lay our lives before besides you, no other gods but you. We lay our lives besides you, Lord. No other gods but you. We lay our
Good evening. Apologies, one of my follower one says, if it's on time, something is what. I'm not gonna go much to that. But yeah, welcome to this evening chill session with Rofhiwa. Work on online television. For you, we stand out with confidence. Yeah, today the reason why we are late is because I have the musicians who graced this occasion, and then I felt like, no, I'm not gonna just have them standing by watching. Then I wanted them to give us something, and then we had to have some delays. And then my guest here, she'll introduce herself. But before we do that, okay, I know my producer is not ready with the little regis, but he should know by now that when we start by selling. While we are going to the selling, I'll ask the guys here to give us something yana there on the background.
I'm lost without you. And I'm lost without you. Oh, I'm lost without I'm lost without
Oh yes, lost without you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They will introduce themselves as well. Before Regisa Erika allow my guests to introduce themselves, starting with my guest in there. Who's gonna be as I say, we digest these topics. Analyze. You can introduce yourself.
My name is Gladys Maturure and I am 22 years of age. Yeah, I think that's it
Okay.
for now.
I'm gonna allow the band to introduce themselves. Either one person introduce all of them. I myself, I'm gonna introduce TR. This is the guy who is playing the bass guitar. If the camera goes there, you will know that is TR. DJ TR is a master of almost everything. So you can introduce yourself and then the rest of the member in the band.
Hey y'all, this is Dominic. Dominic, you can find me on my page, Dominic Song, and I'm right here with BK Bogamos Vojeka. You can also find him in Facebook, and with my guy here who plays drums, KB. That's Gabe. No, Garabo. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, I think they summed up almost, the introduction. But I feel, but re tla bua ka yona when you are about to close, or bona ba tswa kae ba ya kae, and then they're still gonna come here again sometimes for themselves. For now, I just hijack them. A re rekise ka moo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, my producer is worried about something. So before we can carry on, I have to sort out something. I'm gonna ask the band to give us something again.
Oh God, you are Jesus, you are King. Oh God, you are Jesus, you are my King. Yeah. Oh God, you are my.
Oh yes. Yeah. I should welcome those who probably just joined us. I'm chilling here with Gladys. I don't wanna harass their surname. Gladys, your introduction was short. Let's stretch first your introduction. It's very important that we must know more about you. Especially when you go to that part of, I would say maybe the hobby and the stuff. Who are you? What do you do? Yeah, what do you do?
So basically, I am a dropout. I did my first year in nursing back in 2018, but I couldn't continue with it due to a lack of funds. So yeah, ever since I've been doing nothing. But this year I decided to pursue in modeling, and yeah, I've been on this other pageant, and it was fun and exciting. Like I've gained so much experience from it. It was just, it was a great experience. So yeah, I think that's it for now.
Yeah, for now. Those who are with us online, you today will be engaging with you. If you send us your questions on our timeline on Facebook, we'll be able to respond to you. Today we're going to talk about discrimination, systematic or otherwise. uh, I would like to give a little bit of background in terms of the issue of discrimination. Uh, okay, before actually I give that background of discrimination, I should first start by saying, in life we can choose. Oh, no, we cannot choose. We cannot choose our parents. We cannot choose the city where we should be born. We cannot choose the nationality. We cannot choose the race. I mean, I can go on. The list is very long of things that we cannot choose. So it gets disturbing sometimes when we have to talk about things like discrimination, and that discrimination is based on the things that we cannot choose. So I will say it's very important that when we get deep into this topic, we have those bases that we should uh, um, we should have a sense of importance, or yeah, something like that. Why we should look into these issues very serious. It's okay if we discriminate based on things that we can choose, but if it comes to things that we cannot choose, I think even God will be troubled. about our say. Now, let me say here something about the discrimination in terms of the dictionary. Uh, all right. According to the dictionary, discrimination is the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people, especially on the ground of race, age, sex, and disability. I just talk about the things that we cannot choose. You cannot choose your race, you cannot choose your age, you cannot choose your sex, you cannot choose to be disabled. Sometimes it can happen that yeah, in terms of disability, that those people that they just go for a very risky business that can lead them to be disabled. So those are the bases that I want us, when we engage in this topic, we should look into, and we should really zoom in into the issue of things that we can change and things that we cannot change, and the fact that it's unjust, to start saying this one this side, this one this side, it becomes unjust. But okay, now I'm gonna allow my guest to give a little bit of background of where she come from and where she is now, without going into the details of the thing that we can talk of, whether it was discriminatory or not, like where you come from, and then how you know the reception on this side. Okay, let's first just start by where you come from and from where. Yeah.
So I'm from Zimbabwe. I came here in South Africa back in 2010, where I did my primary level from grade 5 until I matriculated here at BACOB Secondary School. Um, yeah, so after matriculating, it has always been my dream to like go to university. I think everybody wants to go to university
Okay.
after completing high school.
Okay. Before you go there, uh, okay, if you're comfortable with this question, you can
Okay.
answer. If you're not, you can say no, you're not comfortable.
Okay.
What was the reason for you to come to South Africa?
So basically, this is what happened. I'm sure we are all aware of the economical issues in Zimbabwe right now. So actually, even back then, so my dad, he was working at this industry, but then it got closed due to some economical reasons. So he did not have any job. So he decided to go across, looking for greener pastures. And then he found himself this side. So he left me and my siblings along with my mom back home. But then he decided to bring us this side as well because he has seen how much we were suffering that side. Yes, he was able to like send food parcels, money and stuff, but then it wasn't enough. He wanted us to be here with him. So we decided to all come this side, and yes, and it has been great ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you came here, you were still young,
Yeah.
and then yeah, now you are a young adult. Now, um, how was the reception from this side? Like we, the South African, how did we treat you? How did you find us? Were we, accommodating, or were hostile? Or.
Um, I would say definitely hospitable. But I remember this other time on my first day of school. Well, I felt different. I could see how different I was, along with other children, and in terms of the language as well, where I had to communicate in English, and people would definitely notice, oh, no, this one is not from here. So some would make funny of me of how different I was and how I wasn't able to communicate, and they would constantly remind me of where I'm from and how much I do not belong. And there were certain people who were so comforting, and they tried to teach me the language. And I'm so proud of myself to say that I learned the language in like a month.
Yeah.
I remember on the first term I even got level 4, which was 78% by that time in Setswana. And my
Wow.
parents, my parents was, they were so happy about it. Even my teacher was proud. Like I could write it like perfectly, but when I had to like say it, yeah, I had difficulties, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, some I would say 70% they were hospitable and they were so welcoming, and then only 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yo. No, I think before we go even deeper, let me have the band giving us something. Yeah, we shall go deeper into this topic.
Yeah.
God, we need more. We pray for more. God, we need more. Oh, more. We pray for more. Oh, God, we need more. Oh, more. We pray for more. God, we need more. We pray for more. God, we need more. We pray for more. God, we need more. We pray for more.
In need of a professional website or web app? Look no further. At Browner IT Solutions, we offer many services that will meet your needs, whether it be web design, apps, business cards, and so much more. We got it all. Contact us on our website, Facebook, Instagram, or call us.
Yo. Ne. Welcome back. No, we're actually with Rofhiwa here. I'm with Gladys. Um, yeah. We are talking about discrimination, systematic or otherwise. Sometimes our discrimination, they're not like really. They are not. They are not man-made whereby we can just wish them away. They are systematic. So we're gonna go also into the issue as to how systematic. So but for now, you say the reception was good. Now let's talk about the part of the okay, that was more of the school part. Now let's talk about the issue whereby now you're in the community, engaged maybe in the community activities. How did you find the community?
I would say it was okay. It was okay. People are actually are really nice. I think South Africans are really cool people, and they and they respect each and everyone, but not all of them. But yeah, um, also in terms of the church, because I am actually a Sunday school teacher right now. Like a church is a place where everyone feels belonging. Is so I would say that the community is is really receptive, and yeah.
All right. And then, okay. Uh, was there any situation, like during the time when you were still attending school, where you feel, "Uri, man, uh, something happened that it was not welcomed and it disturbed you, like somebody probably labeled you, or you are not from here, or something like that, or unfriendly maybe gesture also."
Like most of people do not know that I'm from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot they do not know, and many when they find out, they're really surprised. They'll be like, "What? You're not from here?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not from here." Like only the closest ones know that I'm from Zimbabwe, and I think the reason why I kept it away from them, it was because I was scared of them, labeling me. So yeah, I've always hidden my identity, but I think now it's time that I put it out there
Yeah.
and people get to know me for who I really am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now you said you are doing the pigeon. The Yeah.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that and your experience so far? Or maybe before we go there, let's first talk about the experience while you were at the varsity, because you were there for a year.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a really great experience. I think everyone can attest to that. Doing your first year as a student is always fun, but then there are certain expectations which some get to be met and some don't. But it was really a great experience, and yeah, I could even feel that I wasn't on any scholarship, because my friends who were on scholarships, they used to help me in terms of like food and buying me some of the textbooks, because since I was a cash paying student, I wasn't able to buy some of the textbook because I didn't have enough money. My parents were not able to buy for me, but then some of my friends, they were like put through for me, and they would buy me textbook. Sometimes they would buy me lunch. It was really great. It was a great experience.
Okay. Now let's get to the part where I hear you are saying you were paying student now,
Yes.
or cash paying. Now, did you try to get the both scholarship, the bursary, and then the sponsor and things like that?
Yes, I did. I did. But many of the bursaries, they were requiring citizenship, of which I didn't have. And some of which were there, they were not sponsoring courses like nursing. So I had to change a course of which I was not comfortable in doing. So, yeah.
So if you could have changed, they were gonna sponsor.
Yeah, like courses like sports science
Yeah.
and economical stuff, of which I didn't do. I didn't do economic stuff and accounting
Yeah.
back in high school, so I was scared
Yeah.
to actually pursue such courses.
All right. It's for the first time I'm hearing that this. Okay, I know that if it's coming from there's a certain government department, but now was this coming from the government or from also the company when they said it's have got the citizenship attached?
Yeah, companies like Shoprite, because Shoprite also offers bursaries. They were requiring citizenship. Um, I think all of them, ESCOM, they all wanted citizenship. They
Yeah.
were, yeah. Unless if you were doing maybe your honors or something, that's when they were not going to require such. But if you are an undergraduate,
Yeah.
they wanted a citizenship.
All right. And then okay, the other things like the scores, the pass rate and the
Yes.
stuff. You were meeting the
Oh,
criteria.
yes, yes, definitely.
And then okay, so the only thing that was obstacle was the
Citizenship.
citizenship, and that we can also for now put it there on the column of discrimination.
Yeah.
And then when okay, when you were studying on with paying for yourself, ne, if I put it that way,
Yes.
how was your performance?
It was okay. It was okay, I think, because I had a certain number of distinctions, so I would say that I was doing well. My
Yeah.
marks were superb, and I could get any bursary with them. But then citizenship.
All right. And then after those experience, you decide to call it a quit.
No, I didn't call it a quit yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Well, right now, I would say 2 weeks back, one of my friends saw this other bursary of Sadak, and she immediately contacted me. She was like, "Friend, you have to try out for this bursary because I was meeting all the requirements." So I've applied for that bursary, and yeah, I'm hoping for the best, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm
But for
just
now, you're on a gap.
yeah, 3 years gap.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Somewhere out there, if somebody you are watching this show, and you have what it takes. I wish now I was having those millions. I can see my producer smiling. One day I must get those millions. Where there's a need, let's offer, let's stretch our hand and do the honorable thing. We cannot just really let people that are capable, ending up in air just like a smoke, that vanish in the air, and then whereas they are willing to contribute in the livelihood and in the economy in that way. But now, okay, when you took a gap
Yeah, 3 years.
for 3 years,
Yeah.
what did you do in the duration that for the since then until now?
For the past 2 years, I haven't been doing anything.
Hmm.
I haven't been doing anything at all. But then this year, while I was scrolling on my Facebook, I saw this pageant application thingy, and I just decided to try it out.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was a great experience.
yeah.
It really was.
Now, uh, with the pigeon, okay. How far did you go, like from the beginning to the end, and the people that you were competing with? Are they were you the only one who is not from South Africa?
Yes, I remember the first time when I wanted to apply. I asked the pageant director if it was possible for people from outside to participate, and he was like, "Yeah, because they previously had someone from outside who was participating." So, yeah, that's when I started like, okay, let me just do this. Maybe I might
Yeah,
win.
yeah. And what was the experience during the time of, from the time you enter, when you go through the stages, and if you fall off, which stage did you fall off?
Um, it was a great experience, but I would say that if you're from outside and maybe if you are advocating for something that benefits your people, it'll it won't go as planned. Like you won't.
Let's not go there first. There we're gonna come. We're gonna come there. We're gonna come there. Let's first talk about your experience, like, and then the stage where you fall out.
Um, so we were few. We were few, so we were all finalists. We all made it to the stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
no one was cut off during the process. So yeah.
And then, let's come to the topic that you were advocating, of which today I want you to also advocate here. Yeah. What were you advocating there?
So basically, I was advocating for students from outside who are not able to pay for their own fees. By this, well, I was hoping that I was gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use the platform for me to approach organizations, or should I say sponsors out there, who are able to fund education for people like me. So basically, I was doing this for myself and for everyone who comes after me.
Okay. I'm not gonna go into the details, like maybe why they didn't choose you, because I mean, I wasn't there. I'm not the judge, and I don't want us to get into the territory of those judges. But now let's talk about the issue of now your advocacy. Now, why should somebody fund you for you to carry on with your studies?
Well, I feel like I'm capable
Mhm.
and I'm able to bring change, because since I was pursuing on doing nursing, I feel like I have an impact. Of course, nurses do have an impact, and uh, given the times that we're in, nurses are really really important, and we are really needed out there. So I just wanted to help out, people and improve their health.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then if let's say somebody have got some sort of, I will say, hesitancy in this regard, they have the money and they are capable to fund, but you have to convince them that whatever that they're doing is gonna be value for money now for the rest of the other people that you are advocating for. What is it that you can tell those funders? And also in line with the issue of this discriminatory that can also be systematic or otherwise.
Well, I will tell them that everyone deserves education, irrespective of who they are and where they come from. I believe that education is a key to success, of which we all know. So we all want to be successful. We all want to see ourselves uh, being someone out there, changing lives, not only the lives of your family, but everyone in your community. Because I believe that if someone was to fund me, I would complete my studies and maybe get work, and I will also be able to fund the education of my siblings. And if they were able to fund me and other students out there, they would really really do a great change, like a great impact, because uh, I believe that all students who find themselves here, we all have struggles in terms of finances, because if it wasn't the case, we wouldn't have found ourselves here in South Africa. We came here in South Africa because we believed that South Africa was capable to change our situations. We all view South Africa as the America of Africa. So basically, we believe that this is a place where opportunities are God. So if South Africa cannot do that for us, then who else will?
Yo, I wish I could ask my producer to say something, because I know he can say a lot, but unfortunately I'm not gonna ask him to say any to say much. But literally, there's a need, and I think really somebody should be charged some way. I mean, are majwe, ne? We are not stones, so somebody should be charged somehow with this issue. And again, as a South African, you need to be proud to be, to hear that you are America of South Africa. So we cannot be America of South Africa and we don't show the superpower that we should be.
Yeah.
And if we are blessed to bless. So, and if we do not bless, God can come and they do as we were, and take back what
Yeah.
he gave. Um, Now, systematic or otherwise. I know for a fact, and I see. I went through a couple of articles on Human Rights Commission website, and there were a lot of things that has to do with the discriminatory incidents about people who come from outside South Africa. And I want to again say we don't choose our birthplace, our parents, our those ones who were born with disability or that just came accidentally. So I'm gonna rule out those ones that they take risks that lead them to be disabled. We don't choose our gender. We don't choose our skin color. We don't choose. There are a lot of things that we don't choose. Now it's very sad when we get discriminated on things that we cannot choose. Discriminate me for the fact that I didn't study when I was given the opportunity is fine. But if I was born black as I am, we should not have that discrimination. If the person was born white, we should not have that discrimination. The fact that I was born by a farmer or a domestic worker, we should not get discriminated about that. We do not choose to be born in the families that we were born. There's another track that I wish to play, but because I got the band, I choose to abandon that. Whereby is the song that talk about allow the person I become. I wrote the song, so we have to appreciate the where we come from, but we cannot have people reminding us of where we come from through a systematic issue. For example, the bursary that have got a clause to say it needs a citizenship. Somewhere, somehow, we should have the bursary that cater for people that do not have a citizenship. I mean, those are something that we really need to confront and be honest with those things. We cannot have the person who is qualified, capable, and just because of cannot get the bursary, we rule that person out. Let the competition be for everybody. That is my take on this issue. And then she's advocating, Gladys, she's advocating for people who come from outside South Africa to be offered some sort of opportunity. I know that some people that are well off, they can come, they can study, and then after that, they get employed. But now there are those that they do not have those means. So let's look into that as a community. And then, Gladys, we're gonna come back, for you to close and have a, if you prepare a certain message for those that you're advocating for and those that they should be listening as a closure. Before we go that direction, I wanted the band to give us something. I can see the viewers, they are thirsty for something from the band. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. Mighty warrior, great in battle, Jehovah is your name. You are mighty warrior, great in battle. Oh, Jehovah is your name. You mighty warrior, great in battle.
your name. You mighty one, oh Jehovah, your name, Jehovah, God, you are mighty warrior, great battle, Jehovah, you are mighty warrior, great battle, oh, Jehovah.
Need a photographer for an event? Then we've got you covered. At NAB Photography, we do all shoots, events, weddings, studio shoots, outdoors and indoor shoots, and many more. For more information, call or WhatsApp 078 104 2546. Follow or DM us on any social media platform at NAB Photography on Facebook, NAB_photography on Instagram, or email us on nabphoto@gmail.com. Join the NAB family and we've got you covered.
All right. Welcome back. Yeah, we're talking about the issue of discrimination, systematic or otherwise. Now, it should be systematic. Speaking under correction, but I'm very much, certain that if we discriminate somebody that should not get the bursary because it's not from South Africa, that should be a systematic discrimination. And then we also got the issue of the community that are way much hostile in terms of sharing with people that are not from South Africa. But now, as I said, we don't choose where we are born. There are people from South Africa who also go to other countries to look for a greener pastures, like UK, America, and so. Apparently, also they're in the desert. I know that Dubai is there, but they said once Dubai is not a country, most. Never my producer. Yeah, but people they go in those places, to look for greener pastures. So the way we treat people who are not from South Africa, we should also expect people from South Africa when they go to the other places to be treated in a way. And there are people who are from South Africa who also have a citizenship elsewhere, to a point whereby some they've got a dual citizenship. So we should somehow neutralize this systematic discrimination and other form of discrimination. This discrimination can go way far beyond the issue of the nationality. We also have the discrimination internally here, whereby we talk about ethnic groups. Because the person is a vendor, because the person is a Tswana, it's a Sotho, Zulu. Like what happened recently with the unrest, where some people they were labeled or the Zulus. This is not right. We are all, in a way, human beings, and what a Zulu person or a Tswana person can do, a Venda person can do. So we should not shy away from addressing the problem and start attacking the origin of a person. Gladys, you are the guest. I should not say much, you know. What else that you can also elaborate in terms of the discrimination? Especially for those people that, you know, in their heart, kore abana peace. Ha ba simolla o nahana ka where other people come from.
Well, I personally, I don't blame people who feel a certain way. Maybe it's because of experience, maybe with certain foreigners. So maybe like if one person does something, basically maybe like if you're a foreigner and one foreigner does you wrong, you're gonna think that all foreigners are like that, and that's how we all do it. But then that's not how it is. Maybe someone has in the past, maybe I would say maybe took your boyfriend. I don't know.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that I'm gonna take your boyfriend as well. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't label me based on someone else's actions. So you should maybe give me a benefit of doubt. So yeah, discrimination is is not cool at all. And yes, as you have said, it is there everywhere. But then, well, I just had to address this one because this one is very close to my heart, and it has taken so many things away from me. So I guess it was time that I address it and maybe try to put a change out there if it is possible.
And then people that are like in your shoes who feel the same, which message can you give them? Yeah, sort of comfort, giving them some hopes.
Well, I'll tell them to look at the brighter side of being in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like South Africa is such a beautiful country. It has so many opportunities. Um, Things are cheaper, are affordable. You are able to go to bed or jail, you know. That is something to appreciate. We are able to put on clothes, of which some of our people back there in countries do not have. Yes, there are clothes in Zimbabwe, there are food, there are like all these restaurants, but then the only thing is that they are not affordable. The economy is so down, but then we should appreciate the fact that like we are in South Africa and everything is affordable and we are able to afford everything that we need. Only it's just only this issue of the bursaries. If it were to be fixed, then yeah, everything would be perfect. But I would advise them to look on the positive side of being in South Africa because it is really a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in closing, uh, or no, before we close, uh, are you now looking maybe to give maybe more into the pigeon, you know, field?
Well, I was about to give up.
Yeah.
I was about to give up. But my friends were like, no, I shouldn't give up. I should keep on persisting. And I think they are correct. You know, like some things do not come easier to everyone. Maybe for people like me, I still have to run a long race of which I'm preparing myself to. So yes, you guys are going to definitely find me in the pageant world,
Yeah.
and maybe perhaps you guys might see me on on TV as Miss Universe someday.
Yeah. No, I like the spirit, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and then about the issue of the, you know, the is it the modeling?
Yes.
Yeah, where you become the face of, you know. I also considering something because usually the pigeon and the,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, yes, of course. I am definitely doing that. I've been doing that for I think 3 months now, and yes, I'm definitely going to keep on doing that. And I hope that the right people will approach me, and yeah, young people will see me on TV.
Yeah. And then lastly, your closure, what else that I didn't ask or cover that you would like to say?
Well, I would just like to say that I love South Africa. I
Yeah,
love South Africans, and I do not see myself in any other country except for South Africa. Even my birth country, yes, I do love it. I mean, it is my birth country, but then I've gotten so used to South Africa that I don't want to be anywhere else if it's not here. And in terms of their funding, I know like most of the companies, they are scared to fund because they are scared that the student will run away maybe after pursuing their courses and go back to their countries and dish out their skills to their home countries. But then for me, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah,
So if anyone was to fund me, I'm definitely not going anywhere. I'm going to cater my skills here and yeah, and get married here.
yeah. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Uh, the investors there, she's not going anywhere.
No,
The sponsors, she's not going anywhere. She's going to is it plow, ne?
yes,
She's gonna plow back here,
yes,
Momzans, ne?
yes,
So yeah, I think we really need to those who can, let's do something and let's achieve something. If you cannot, meet the financial needs, she's into the pigeon. She want to do the modeling as well, or she was already there. If there's opportunity, let the doors open. I mean, really now, why should you there be a doorkeeper? I mean, really now. So yeah, I'm looking forward for a positive response from other people that are able and capable, and who are. I know South Africa have got a lot of people that have got the great hearts.
yeah.
And then thank you very much for gracing my show.
No, thank
And
you.
then I'm looking forward to see you in the near future, because the modeling and the yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
will, you will.
All right. I'm gonna come now to the band. I said we're gonna finish up with some stuff here. I want you guys to tell me as well as to where you come from, and then where you are going. Producer, please assist. Yes, I wanna hear from you. Or do you have a name? Le tswa kae le ya kae?
All right, good evening, guys. This is Dominic. My stage name is Dominic Song. I'm an upcoming artist, and right there we are a band. We don't have a name yet. We were just gathering up our things and our stuff. We're just gathering up as a team. They these guys, I asked them just to assist me in my in my music in my music endeavor that I'm trying to start on. And yeah, we believe that there are heights that we're gonna reach. We don't believe in failure. I definitely don't believe in failure. I know for a fact that I'm gonna go forward. Yeah, yeah. At the moment, I'm still silent. Never been heard anywhere. This is my first platform that I've been invited in, just to go live and to vibe with you guys. Yeah, and my keyboardist, yeah, this is my keyboardist, and also yeah, my friend. Yes, he's been my friend for a long time now, and yeah, his name is Bokamoso. He's a great pianist, and here it's again Karabo. Karabo, yeah. I just met him. Hey, uh, yes, honestly, I just met him. But yeah, he's a great guy. I know him. I now know him. He's a good guy. He's a good drummist.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My name is Dominic.
Dominic.
Dominic is gonna come back here. I just hijacked them. I wanna be honest. I just hijacked them. He's gonna come back here for his own set. I believe by then I got TR there. He's a producer. So mara na kya kopantsha ba kgetso kya kopantsha wa bona. Get 1 plus 1 equals 11. No, not 1 plus 1 equals to 2. We jump. So he's the producer. So you need to work at something, guys. We need to promote our capability and everything. So I'm expecting a single next week. Yeah. I'm expecting the single next week. So by this time next year, Dominic will be one of the greatest that Northwest have. I'm saying it, and I can see the producer is smiling. He is agreeing. And Gladys, you also sing, wasn't
No, I only sing in church.
No,
That's
no, no, no.
all.
Singing is singing. Singing is. And by the way, I'm also baking somehow because I think you had me baking you now, Musne. Yeah, I'll also be doing the baking. But guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. It was a lovely show, and if you have got any say in terms of discrimination, systematic or otherwise, leave your comment there, and then let's break the chain of this kind of discrimination. We start somewhere, and then we make progress. The legends that are ahead of us, they started somewhere. So Liruna, we can start somewhere. Nendere madekwana wudi kana dirinka
Kashona.
kasishona. Hey.
Murare Swakanaka.
Moraro Sakanaka. As I say, good evening, good night, and the band will give us two songs and meddling through there, and then that will be it for us tonight. Until we meet next week. Nda.
Everything I give to withholding nothing, I surrender all to everything I need to withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing. I surrender all to everything I need to withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing. Give myself away, yeah. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. Yeah. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. I give myself away withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing. Give myself away. Yeah, I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. Oh, I give myself away so you can use me. I surrender everything I give to you. Withholding nothing, yeah. Withholding nothing, withholding